In a landmark moment for Burkina Faso's sports and national identity, Interim President Captain Ibrahim Traoré officially reopened the newly renovated August 4th Stadium in Ouagadougou, a $300 million project that marks the country's triumphant return to hosting international football matches after a 4-year hiatus. The grand ceremony, attended by thousands of Burkinabe citizens and a host of African football legends, was a vibrant display of resilience, unity, and ambition, signaling a new era for the nation's sports infrastructure and cultural pride. A historic venue named after Burkina Faso's Independence Day had been sidelined since 2021 when the Confederation of African Football, CAF, deemed it unfit for international matches due to deteriorating conditions. The extensive renovation, accelerated under President Traoré's leadership, transformed the once dilapidated facility into a world-class arena that now meets both CAF and FIFA standards. The project, which began over 4 years ago, gained significant momentum under Traoré's administration, reflecting his broader vision of national renewal through strategic investments in youth, unity, and infrastructure. The revamped stadium boasts state-of-the-art features, including modern digital scoreboards, VIP lounges, upgraded seating arrangements, an Olympic-grade athletics track, refurbished training centers, and advanced gymnasiums. Additional enhancements include Wi-Fi availability for fans and media, over 150 surveillance cameras for safety, and dedicated spaces for persons with reduced mobility, ensuring the venue aligns with international accessibility and technical standards. President Traoré, addressing the electrified crowd, described the stadium as a symbol of resilience and national pride. He emphasized its role in fostering unity and inspiring the youth, stating, "This is more than a sports facility. It is a testament to what we can achieve when we work together for the progress of our nation." Prime Minister Rimtalba Jean Emmanuel Ouedraogo, who inspected the project in May 2025, echoed this sentiment, noting that the stadium exceeded expectations and positions Burkina Faso as a potential hub for regional tournaments and youth development programs. The reopening ceremony was a spectacle of cultural and sporting significance, coinciding with Burkina Faso's Independence Day celebrations. Thousands braved heavy rain to witness the event, with spectators forming the national flag in the stands, a powerful visual of unity. The festivities included parachute displays, traditional music and dance performances, and the unveiling of the Burkinabe national team's new jersey, dubbed Victory Dightonny, which incorporates the symbolic colors of the national flag. A highlight of the event was a gala match pitting Burkina Faso's defense and security forces, led by President Traoré himself, against a team of African football legends. The star-studded lineup featured icons such as Samuel Eto'o, Cameroon, J.J. Okocha, Nigeria, Emmanuel Adebayor, Togo, El Hadji Diouf, Senegal, Rigobert Song, Cameroon, Seydou Keita, Mali, and Tay Taiwo, Nigeria, alongside local heroes like Adama Gira, Alain Traoré, and Charles Cabaret. The match, which ended in a 1-1 draw, captivated fans with the enduring flair of these legends, despite the rain-soaked pitch. Samuel Eto'o, speaking on behalf of the visiting legends, praised Traoré's vision and hospitality, saying, "We had the immense pleasure of being received by His Excellency, the President of Burkina Faso, who is a source of pride for the Africa we love. This stadium is a beautiful moment for Burkina Faso and for all of us who call this continent home." He encouraged other African stars to visit Ouagadougou, adding, "Burkina Faso is part of Africa, and these legends have brought so many smiles to this continent." The August 4th Stadium's reopening ends a challenging period for Burkina Faso's national team, the Stallions, who were forced to play international fixtures abroad since 2021 due to the stadium's prior condition and security concerns in the country. With CAF's official approval on July 1, 2025, following a comprehensive inspection, the stadium is now set to host its first competitive match in over 4 years, a crucial 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier against Egypt on September 8, 2025. This milestone is expected to galvanize the team and its supporters, marking a return to home soil with renewed vigor. The renovated stadium is poised to become a cornerstone of Burkina Faso's domestic football calendar and a potential venue for international and regional tournaments. Its modernized facilities promise an enhanced experience for players, fans, and officials, while its strategic significance underscores the government's commitment to using sports as a vehicle for national cohesion and international recognition. Posts on X reflect strong national pride surrounding the stadium's reopening, with users like @Joe highlighting the event as a testament to Traoré's leadership and Burkina Faso's love for their country. However, some posts also reveal mixed sentiments, with critics pointing to ongoing security challenges and territorial losses to jihadist forces, suggesting that the stadium's inauguration, while a significant achievement, exists against a backdrop of complex national issues. These perspectives remain inconclusive but underscore the polarized discourse around Traoré's leadership. For many Burkinabe, the August 4th Stadium stands as more than a sports venue. It is a beacon of hope and a statement of resilience amid political and security challenges. The $300 million investment, one of the country's largest sports projects in recent years, is seen as a bold step toward rebuilding essential infrastructure and fostering national unity. With clear instructions for a robust maintenance plan, the stadium sets a new standard for public investments in Burkina Faso, ensuring its legacy endures. As the final whistle blew on the gala match, the message was clear. The August 4th Stadium has entered a new era, not only as a world-class venue for competition, but as a symbol of Burkina Faso's aspirations to shine on the continental and global stage. The nation now looks forward to September, when the Stallions take the field at home, ready to write the next chapter in Burkinabe football history. Now compliant with CAF and FIFA standards, is more than a sports facility. It is a strategic asset that elevates Burkina Faso's international profile. With a capacity to host tens of thousands of spectators and state-of-the-art amenities, including digital scoreboards, VIP lounges, an Olympic-grade athletics track, and enhanced accessibility features, the stadium is primed to host high-profile regional and international events. This positions Ouagadougou as a viable destination for tournaments like the Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON, or Youth Championships, drawing global attention to Burkina Faso's cultural vibrancy and organizational capacity. The presence of African football legends such as Samuel Eto'o, J.J. Okocha, and Emmanuel Adebayor at the inauguration ceremony underscores the stadium's immediate continental appeal. Their participation, coupled with Eto'o's public endorsement of President Traoré's leadership, has already generated significant buzz across African media and on platforms like X, where users such as at Africa Facts Zone and at Pulse Sports NG have hailed the event as a game-changer for Burkinabe football. This exposure is expected to attract scouts, sponsors, and sports tourists, positioning Burkina Faso as a serious contender in African sports diplomacy. The stadium's reopening also aligns with Burkina Faso's broader push to reclaim its place on the global stage. By hosting international matches and events, the country can showcase its cultural heritage, through performances like those seen at the inauguration, featuring traditional music and dance, while countering narratives dominated by its security challenges. The global broadcast of the upcoming World Cup qualifier against Egypt will offer a platform to project a positive image of Burkina Faso, highlighting its resilience and hospitality, potentially reshaping international perceptions of the nation. The August 4th Stadium is set to be a cornerstone of economic development for Burkina Faso. The construction and renovation process employed thousands of local workers, engineers, and artisans, injecting significant capital into the local economy. Moving forward, the stadium's ability to host large-scale events will drive revenue through ticket sales, concessions, and related services. The influx of international visitors for matches and tournaments is expected to boost Ouagadougou's hospitality sector, including hotels, restaurants, and transportation services, which have faced setbacks due to recent security concerns. The stadium's modern facilities, including Wi-Fi access and media-friendly infrastructure, cater to the demands of global sports journalism, ensuring high-quality coverage that can attract sponsorship deals and partnerships. Local businesses, from merchandise vendors to food stalls, are already preparing for increased demand, with posts on X noting the emergence of new markets around the stadium selling Victory Dighton jerseys and Burkinabe memorabilia. This economic ripple effect is expected to create sustainable job opportunities, particularly for the youth, who make up a significant portion of Burkina Faso's population. Moreover, the stadium's training centers and gymnasiums will serve as a hub for youth development programs, nurturing the next generation of Burkinabe athletes. President Traoré emphasized this during his speech, stating, "This stadium is for our youth, to inspire them to dream big and compete on the world stage." By providing access to world-class facilities, the government aims to identify and train talent, potentially replicating the success of Burkinabe football stars like Bertrand Traoré. These programs could also extend to other sports, such as athletics, given the stadium's Olympic-grade track, fostering a diversified sports culture. The renovation of the August 4th Stadium has spurred broader infrastructure improvements in Ouagadougou. The government invested in road upgrades, enhanced public transportation, and improved security measures around the stadium to accommodate large crowds. Over 150 surveillance cameras installed at the venue set a new standard for public safety, addressing concerns raised by ongoing security challenges in the region. These improvements not only enhance the fan experience but also contribute to the modernization of Ouagadougou's urban landscape, making it more attractive for investors and visitors. The stadium's strategic location in the capital city positions it as a catalyst for urban renewal. Nearby areas are seeing increased commercial activity, with plans for new entertainment complexes, shopping centers, and community spaces to complement the stadium's offerings. This development aligns with President Traoré's vision of transforming Ouagadougou into a vibrant, modern capital that reflects Burkina Faso's ambitions. The government's commitment to a robust maintenance plan for the stadium, as highlighted during the inauguration, ensures that these investments will yield long-term benefits, avoiding the pitfalls of neglected infrastructure seen in other African nations. The August 4th Stadium is more than a sports venue. It is a unifying force for a nation grappling with internal divisions and external threats. The inauguration's flag-waving spectacle and the enthusiastic participation of thousands, despite heavy rain, demonstrated the stadium's power to galvanize national pride. The gala match, featuring President Traoré playing alongside African legends, humanized the leadership and fostered a sense of camaraderie, as fans on X praised the event for its heartwarming display of unity. Posts like @Giddy_Traffic's comment, "Burkina Faso's new stadium is a vibe. Traoré is building something special," reflect the public's optimism about the nation's trajectory. The stadium also serves as a platform for cultural expression, showcasing Burkina Faso's rich traditions through music, dance, and art during the opening ceremony. Future events are expected to continue this trend, promoting local artists and performers to a global audience. This cultural spotlight could lead to increased interest in Burkina Faso's creative industries, from film to fashion, further diversifying its economic portfolio. While the stadium's reopening is a triumph, it exists within the context of Burkina Faso's ongoing challenges, including security threats from jihadist insurgencies and territorial losses. Critics on X, such as at Africa Digest, have questioned the prioritization of a $300 million project amid these issues, arguing that funds could have been allocated to immediate security needs. However, supporters counter that the stadium represents a long-term investment in national morale and economic stability, with the potential to attract foreign aid and investment to address these challenges. The government's proactive approach to security, evidenced by the stadium's advanced surveillance systems and CAF's approval of its safety standards, suggests a commitment to balancing development with stability. The successful hosting of international events could further legitimize Traoré's administration, potentially unlocking partnerships with organizations like FIFA or the African Union for additional development projects. The August 4th Stadium positions Burkina Faso to reap significant benefits in the years ahead. Economically, it promises job creation, tourism growth, and urban development. Socially, it fosters youth empowerment and national unity. Culturally, it amplifies Burkina Faso's heritage on a global stage. As the Stallions prepare to face Egypt in their World Cup qualifier, the eyes of the football world will be on Ouagadougou, offering a chance to showcase the nation's progress and potential. President Traoré's vision, as articulated during the ceremony, is clear. This stadium is a stepping stone to a brighter future for Burkina Faso, where our youth can dream, our culture can shine, and our nation. During his address at the August 4th Stadium, President Traoré declared, "This stadium is just the beginning. We will build roads that connect our people, power plants that light up our future, and digital networks that place Burkina Faso among the world's advanced nations." His commitment to infrastructure development comes at a pivotal moment for Burkina Faso, a landlocked West African nation grappling with security challenges and economic constraints, but determined to redefine its trajectory through strategic investments. Traoré's promise of mega-projects builds on the success of the August 4th Stadium, which has already demonstrated Burkina Faso's capacity to deliver world-class facilities. The stadium's renovation, completed to CAF and FIFA standards, showcased the government's ability to mobilize resources, engage local expertise, and meet international benchmarks. Traoré emphasized that future projects will follow a similar model, prioritizing quality, sustainability, and local participation to ensure long-term benefits for Burkinabe citizens. While specific details of the proposed projects are still emerging, Sources close to the government and posts on X suggest a multi-pronged approach to infrastructure development. The following areas are reportedly at the forefront of Traoré's agenda: transportation and connectivity. Traoré has vowed to overhaul Burkina Faso's road network, which has long been a barrier to economic growth due to poor conditions and limited connectivity between rural and urban areas. Plans include constructing modern highways linking Ouagadougou to major cities like Bobo-Dioulasso and Ouagadougou, as well as upgrading rural roads to improve access to agricultural markets. A proposed high-speed rail link between Ouagadougou and the Ghanaian border is under consideration, aimed at boosting regional trade within the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. Such a project could position Burkina Faso as a logistics hub, facilitating the movement of goods and people across West Africa. Urban transportation in Ouagadougou is also slated for transformation, with plans for a modern public transit system, including electric buses and dedicated lanes, to reduce congestion and promote sustainable mobility. Energy infrastructure. To address chronic power shortages, Traoré's administration is prioritizing renewable energy projects, including solar and wind farms. Burkina Faso's abundant sunlight makes it an ideal candidate for large-scale solar plants, which could provide reliable electricity to homes, businesses, and industries. A flagship project mentioned in recent discussions is a 500-megawatt solar power plant in the Sahel region, which could not only meet domestic energy needs but also enable energy exports to neighboring countries, generating significant revenue. Upgrades to the national grid are also planned to improve distribution efficiency and reduce outages, a critical step toward supporting industrialization and attracting foreign investment. Digital transformation. Traoré's vision includes making Burkina Faso a leader in digital infrastructure in West Africa. Plans for nationwide high-speed internet connectivity, including 5G networks in urban centers, aim to bridge the digital divide and empower entrepreneurs, students, and businesses. The establishment of tech hubs and innovation centers in Ouagadougou and other cities is under consideration, with the goal of fostering a startup ecosystem and nurturing local talent in fields like artificial intelligence and fintech. Posts on X, such as at Africa Tech Trends comment, Traoré's talking 5G and tech hubs for Burkina Faso, big moves for a digital Africa, reflect growing excitement about the potential for digital transformation to drive economic growth. Urban renewal and public facilities. Building on the urban development spurred by the August 4th Stadium, Traoré has promised to modernize Ouagadougou and other cities with new public facilities, including hospitals, schools, and cultural centers. These projects aim to improve quality of life and make urban areas more attractive for investment. A proposed New Ouagadougou initiative could see the development of a modern city district with eco-friendly buildings, green spaces, and smart city technologies, positioning the capital as a model for sustainable urban planning in Africa. Plans for additional sports complexes and recreational facilities across the country aim to replicate the stadium's success in fostering youth engagement and national pride. Agricultural infrastructure. Recognizing agriculture as the backbone of Burkina Faso's economy, Traoré's administration is planning large-scale irrigation projects and agribusiness hubs to boost food security and export potential. Modern storage facilities and processing plants could reduce post-harvest losses and increase farmers' incomes. A rumored partnership with international agricultural firms could introduce advanced farming technologies, such as precision agriculture, to enhance productivity in Burkina Faso's arid regions. Traoré's infrastructure agenda is designed to position Burkina Faso as a competitive player in Africa and beyond. By addressing critical gaps in transportation, energy, and digital connectivity, these projects aim to attract foreign direct investment, FDI, and stimulate domestic industries. The August 4th Stadium's success has already drawn interest from international sports organizations and investors, and similar high-profile projects could further elevate Burkina Faso's appeal. Economically, the mega-projects are expected to create tens of thousands of jobs, both during construction and in their operational phases. Local contractors, engineers, and workers will play a central role, ensuring that economic benefits remain within the country. The focus on renewable energy and digital infrastructure aligns with global trends, potentially attracting partnerships with organizations like the African Development Bank, the World Bank, or private investors from Europe and Asia. On the global stage, these initiatives could help Burkina Faso compete with more developed African nations like Nigeria, Ghana, or Kenya, which have made significant strides in infrastructure. By showcasing its ability to deliver megaprojects, Burkina Faso could secure a stronger voice in regional bodies like ECOWAS and the African Union, enhancing its diplomatic influence. Traoré's vision extends beyond physical infrastructure to the social and cultural fabric of Burkina Faso. The Promise projects are designed to empower the youth, who constitute over 60% of the population, by providing opportunities in construction, technology, and sports. The planned tech hubs and training programs could equip young Burkinabe with skills to compete in the global economy, reducing unemployment and curbing brain drain. Culturally, the mega-projects will amplify Burkina Faso's identity as a hub of creativity and resilience. The success of the August 4th Stadium's inauguration, with its vibrant display of traditional music and dance, sets a precedent for future projects to integrate cultural elements. New cultural centers and public spaces could become platforms for showcasing Burkinabe art, music, and film, fostering national pride and attracting tourists. The infrastructure push also aims to address regional disparities by extending development to rural areas. Improved roads and irrigation systems will connect farmers to markets, while rural electrification and internet access will bring remote communities into the national fold, promoting inclusivity and reducing urban-rural divides. While Traoré's promises have sparked widespread enthusiasm, they come with significant challenges. Burkina Faso's ongoing security crisis, with jihadist insurgencies controlling parts of the country, poses a risk to project implementation. Critics on X, such as at West Africa Watch, have questioned the feasibility of funding these megaprojects, estimated to cost billions, given the nation's strained budget and reliance on foreign aid. Others argue that prioritizing infrastructure over immediate security needs could exacerbate tensions in affected regions. However, supporters view the projects as a strategic response to these challenges, arguing that development can restore public confidence and weaken the appeal of insurgent groups. Posts like at Burkina Risings, Traoré's building a future we can believe in, roads, power, tech, and pride, reflect a growing segment of the population inspired by his vision. The government's emphasis on local participation and sustainable maintenance plans, as seen with the August 4th Stadium, suggests a commitment to overcoming these hurdles. President Traoré's pledge to deliver mega-projects marks a defining moment for Burkina Faso. By leveraging the momentum of the August 4th Stadium's success, his administration aims to transform the nation into a beacon of progress in West Africa. The promised highways, power plants, tech hubs, and public facilities are not just infrastructure. They are symbols of a nation striving to overcome adversity and compete with the world's advanced economies. As Burkina Faso prepares to host its first international match in the revamped stadium, the world will be watching. The success of these projects could redefine the nation's trajectory, fostering economic growth, social cohesion, and global recognition. Traoré's vision, as he declared, is unwavering. We will build a Burkina Faso that stands tall, a nation our children will inherit with pride. With the August 4th Stadium as proof of what's possible, the coming years promise a new chapter of ambition and achievement for Burkina Faso.